Hello everyone. Welcome to Fluent English Journey. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get daily English tips. Here, we don't learn English from books or boring lessons. Instead, we learn it from real-life stories. Stories that are spoken slowly, clearly, and with feeling. When you listen carefully, try to imagine the story in your mind. This helps you understand and remember English more easily. Today, we will start with something very simple. Something you have probably done many times before. Something that begins with a small sound. Just a tiny click. Yes, a single click. That click can open a whole new world. A world full of choices, colors, sizes, prices, reviews, and surprises. Today, we are going to explore that world together. You will see English that is easy to understand, English that you can feel, and English that you can use every day. Now, let's meet our main character. His name is Daniel. Daniel is not a big fan of shopping. He does not like crowded stores. He does not like waiting in long lines. He does not enjoy walking from shop to find one small thing. Shopping in real stores makes him tired and frustrated. One day, Daniel needs a new pair of headphones. Instead of going to a store, he does what millions of people do every day. He sits on his bed with his laptop and types 3 simple words. Best cheap headphones. That small action, just a few letters typed on a keyboard, starts his story. The web page opens slowly. Pictures appear one by one. Daniel sees shiny black headphones, small white ones, and colorful ones that glow in the dark. He notices prices that seem almost too low to be real. He sees ratings next to the headphones. Some have 5 golden stars, others have only a few dark stars. Daniel scrolls down the page. He keeps scrolling. He feels a strange kind of excitement. You might know this feeling. It is the feeling of looking for the perfect thing, something that feels right, something that seems like a good deal. This feeling is a mix of hope, curiosity, and a little adventure. But soon, Daniel learns something important. Shopping online is not always easy. At first, he sees a pair of headphones with 5 shining stars. 5. He smiles and thinks, wow, these must be amazing. But then he reads the reviews. Some people say the headphones broke after a week. Others say they sound terrible. A few even say the headphones did not arrive at all. Daniel feels confused. How can a product have 5 stars and still have so many bad reviews? He keeps scrolling. He sees more headphones. Some are cheap, some are expensive. Some look nice, but their reviews are mixed. Some are colorful, but the pictures do not match the real product. He realizes that buying online is not just about clicking a button. It is about reading reviews carefully, checking ratings, comparing prices, imagining how the product will work in real life. At the same time, Daniel starts to feel a little excited again. Even though it is confusing, this online shopping world is also fun. There are so many choices, so many options. He learns to be patient and to make decisions step by step. That tiny click he made at the beginning has opened a big, colorful world full of learning and surprises. Daniel knows that when he finally finds the right headphones, it will feel really good. This story is not just about headphones. It is about learning English through real-life moments. It is about understanding the world in simple words. It is about noticing small details, making choices, and enjoying the little steps in life. Now Daniel looks at the reviews below the headphones. The first review says, "Amazing quality. I love them." Daniel smiles. That sounds good. But then he reads the second review. It says, "Terrible product. Broke after 2 days. Do not buy." Daniel frowns. How can the same headphones be amazing and terrible at the same time? This is exactly the moment when many people feel confused while shopping online. Maybe you have felt the same way. You start asking yourself, who should I believe? It is a simple question, but it leads Daniel into a small adventure. Not an adventure outside his house, but an adventure inside his mind. This adventure teaches him something very important. He learns how to read English reviews carefully, understand English product descriptions, shop with confidence. Reading reviews becomes more than just checking stars. It becomes a way to practice English and understand human feelings. As Daniel reads more reviews, he notices something interesting. Some reviews feel real, some feel strange or exaggerated. One person writes, "This product changed my life." Daniel laughs. He thinks, "Headphones changed your life? Really?" Another review says, "Only good. No details, no explanation." Daniel wonders if that person even used the headphones at all. This is also a lesson for anyone listening to this story. Online shopping is not just about buying things. It is also about reading carefully, thinking clearly, understanding what other people are saying, making smart choices. You can practice English while shopping. You can learn new words, notice feelings, and understand real human experiences. Daniel keeps scrolling. He reads more reviews. Some say these headphones are worth the price. And slowly, step by step, Daniel learns how to shop online confidently while improving his English. Others say these headphones feel cheap. Some say they arrived late, and others say they arrived early. Some reviews talk about the sound quality. Some people say the headphones sound clear, but others complain, "These headphones stopped working." Daniel thinks, so many opinions. So many different experiences. How can the same product create so many different stories? He stops scrolling. He closes his eyes and takes a slow, deep breath. He remembers something his friend Emily told him a long time ago. When you shop online, don't just look at the stars. Read the story. Her words come back to him now. Read the story, he repeats quietly. So that is what he does. He stops looking only at ratings or pictures. Instead, he reads longer reviews carefully. He reads about people's experiences. He reads what they liked and what they did not like. He begins to notice patterns. Some reviews are helpful. Others are not. Through this process, Daniel learns patience. He learns to make decisions step by step. He realizes that online shopping is not just clicking a button. It is a small journey of observation and understanding. And he notices something else. This journey is very similar to learning English. Both require careful reading, thinking, and understanding. By the end of this part of his adventure, Daniel feels calmer. He knows he will find the right headphones eventually. More importantly, he has learned a valuable skill. He has learned how to read, understand, and make smart choices. Now, Daniel focuses on the reviews again, but this time he looks for reviews that explain more than just good or bad. He looks for simple and honest English. One review says, "I like these headphones because the sound is soft and warm, but the cable is short, so be careful if you want to use them at the gym." Daniel nods. Okay, that helps. He can imagine how the headphones would feel while running or exercising. Another review says, "The packaging was bad, but the product is okay. Just don't expect too much." Daniel smiles quietly. Fair enough. He begins to notice something important. Good reviews explain what is good and what is not so good. Bad reviews explain why the product failed for someone. Honest reviews feel like a real conversation with another person. Daniel feels more confident now. He is learning English through real experiences, not textbooks. As he reads, he learns new English words for shopping. Quality, how good the product is. Shipping, how it is delivered. Packaging, how it is packed. Seller, the person or company selling it. Return policy, rules for returning a product. Refund, getting your money back. He also learns phrases like, value for money, the product is worth what you pay. As described, the product matches the pictures and text. Slowly, the confusing world of online shopping starts to feel exciting. It feels like a new place he can explore. And English is his guide in that world. Without even realizing it, Daniel is practicing real, everyday English. He scrolls down to the next item. New headphones, new pictures, new reviews. The stars look good, but not perfect. A small voice inside him whispers, "Maybe this is the one." He feels a small spark of hope. But before he clicks anything, a message pops up at the bottom of the screen. Only 3 left in stock. Daniel freezes. His mind races. Should he buy it now? What if it sells out before he decides? What if he waits too long? His heart beats a little faster. He feels that familiar online shopping moment. Every shopper knows this moment, the moment of decision, the moment when you wonder, should I act or keep searching? Daniel realizes that shopping is not just buying. It is about thinking, observing, making careful choices. He has learned to read reviews, understand real experiences, and notice small details. But now he knows there is something deeper he must understand before he clicks Add to Cart. It is not just about stars, prices, or pictures. It is about knowing what really matters to him. It is about making a choice that feels right and fair. This is the lesson of online shopping and also the lesson of learning English through real life. One step at a time, one click at a time, Daniel is becoming smarter, more confident, and more patient. He sits on his bed, laptop on his legs, feeling its warmth. He looks at the small message on the screen again. Only 3 left in stock. A little push nudges his mind, like someone is telling him to hurry. But he stops. He whispers to himself, "No, not yet. I need to understand everything first." This is where we slow down together. One of the goals of Fluent English Journey is not just to tell a story, but to help you understand English naturally in real-life moments. Online shopping is full of useful English phrases. Every button, every message, and every review is a chance to learn. Daniel notices a small button under the product picture. It says, "Add to cart." He says it out loud, "Add to cart." Simple words. Add means put something in. Cart means a basket or a shopping bag. Suddenly, it all makes sense. It is not magic. It is just simple English. Next to that button, another message appears. This one is even simpler. Buy now. Not later, not tomorrow. Now. The words feel strong, direct, almost like the website is speaking to him personally. He sees more text, free shipping. Daniel smiles. Everyone loves free shipping. He clicks on the small question mark next to it. A little box opens. Free shipping available for orders over $25. Daniel nods. He understands. He is learning. Step by step, click by click, he is improving his English while shopping online. Daniel nods. That makes sense. He learns a new phrase, orders over. It means if he spends more than a certain amount, shipping will cost nothing. Daniel scrolls down slowly. Another phrase appears. Expected delivery, January 14th to 17th. Daniel likes this one. It tells him exactly when the headphones will arrive. He repeats the words softly, letting them flow in his mind like warm music. He realizes that each little phrase, each small message, teaches him new English words that are used in real life, not just in a classroom. He notices more details, product dimensions, battery life, warranty information, and seller ratings. Words like warranty, seller, and battery life start to feel familiar. He begins to understand them not as difficult vocabulary, but as everyday English he can use in his life. Daniel also practices pronunciation without even thinking about it. He says the words out loud as he reads. Expected delivery. Free shipping. Add to cart. The words begin to feel natural. He notices how English is all around him in the small, simple world of online shopping. Every click, every scroll, every small piece of information is now part of his learning. He is not just shopping. He is learning English in a calm, friendly way. This small adventure of choosing the right headphones is also a learning journey. One step at a time, one phrase at a time, he is improving his English while making careful choices. By now, Daniel feels more confident. He knows the words, he understands the messages, he can read reviews, check prices, and make decisions. He has learned patience, observation, and smart thinking, all while practicing English naturally. And the best part? He is ready for the final step, making his choice and clicking Add to Cart. Daniel repeats the words softly to himself. Expected delivery. Expected delivery. These are longer words, but hearing them in a real sentence makes them easy to understand. He starts to feel that English is not difficult when it is used in real life. Next, he reads the product description carefully. Lightweight design, comfortable ear pads, clear sound for music and calls. Durable cable with built-in microphone. He focuses on one word in particular, durable. He reads it again. Durable means strong, long-lasting. He whispers the word, practicing the pronunciation. He feels proud. He is learning without stress, just by reading and feeling the story. Then he notices another phrase, 30-day return policy. Curious, he clicks on it. A box opens with more details. You can return this item within 30 days if you are not satisfied. Daniel nods. He repeats the words quietly, return, send back, satisfied, happy with the product. A quiet sense of success fills him. He is not excited because he has bought something yet, but because he is understanding more English than he expected. This is a moment many English learners experience. When English appears in a real situation, like online shopping, the mind connects words with pictures, actions, and feelings. It stops being just words on a page and starts to feel like real communication. As he continues reading, Daniel finds a strange review. Arrived with damage. Box was open. Not happy. He imagines a sad face behind the short message. Right below it, another review appears. Fast delivery, perfect condition, great sound. He imagines a smiling, happy face. These two reviews make him stop and think. He wonders about the people writing them. Who are they? Where do they live? Why did they have such different experiences? Maybe you listening to this story have had the same thoughts. Some reviews are angry, some are funny, some are short, others are long. Some are helpful, some are confusing, but all of them are written by real people. And because they are real, they help you practice real English with feelings, emotions, and everyday expressions. Daniel decides to try something new. He wants to see the newest reviews first. He clicks a small button that says Most Recent. Instantly, the page changes. Now the reviews are arranged from newest to oldest. He has learned another useful phrase, most recent, which means the newest items or information. He scrolls slowly through the reviews. Each one teaches him something. Some words are familiar now: delivery, damaged, satisfied, condition, sound, quality, return. Other phrases are new: arrived on time, perfect condition, not as described. He whispers the phrases quietly, letting them sink into his memory. Daniel notices that reading reviews is like reading tiny stories. Each person writes a little story about their experience. Some are happy, some are frustrated, some are short, some are long. All of them give information and teach English naturally. He begins to see that this is more than shopping. It is learning real English in a real context. Step by step, Daniel grows more confident. Words that once felt difficult now make sense. Sentences that once confused him now feel natural. And even though he is only looking at headphones, he is learning something bigger: how English connects to real life. Daniel keeps reading the reviews, practicing English as he goes. He notices the phrase "most recent" at the top. It means the newest reviews appear first. Very useful. He reads slowly, practicing the rhythm of the words, letting them flow naturally in his mind. He sees short phrases that appear again and again in different reviews. Good value for money. Not as described. Excellent packaging. Would buy again. Poor customer service. Works better than I expected. Each phrase dances gently in his mind. Each one teaches him something new. Each one helps him feel more comfortable with English. He scrolls further and finds a long review, the longest so far. Long reviews are like hidden treasure for English learners. He reads carefully. I bought these headphones last month. The sound quality is good, and the battery lasts almost a full day, but the ear pads are a little small, so they can feel uncomfortable after an hour. The seller responded to my questions quickly, and the product arrived on time. Overall, I think these headphones are worth the price. Daniel smiles. This review feels real. It is balanced and human, not too positive and not too negative. He thinks, okay, this helps. This feels honest. He notices how much he is learning from something simple yet complete. Slowly, the confusing world of online shopping turns into a world of English learning. It becomes a place of discovery, a place where small words grow into full sentences. A place where Daniel and you can understand more every day without fear. Now Daniel feels ready to make a choice. Almost ready. But then something happens. Something small but important. A new message pops up on the screen. Someone in your area bought this item 10 minutes ago. Daniel freezes. He leans back and blinks at the words. Is this true? Is it a trick? Is it marketing? He is not sure. His mind races. The words glow softly on the screen, almost like they are whispering. Hurry, hurry. Daniel feels a little push inside, urging him to act quickly, but he knows he cannot rush. He sits quietly, staring at this small message. He thinks about what he has learned so far. The reviews, the descriptions, the delivery information, the return policy. He knows he must make a decision soon, but he also wants to be careful and smart. This is a moment every online shopper knows. That tiny message is designed to make people feel urgency. Sometimes it is real. Sometimes it is a tactic to encourage faster purchases. Daniel wonders, should he trust it, or should he continue to read carefully before deciding? Even though it is a small detail, Daniel realizes it is teaching him something bigger. It is teaching him to slow down, think carefully, make smart choices, pay attention to words. Every part of online shopping, every button, every phrase, every review, is a chance to learn English and understand the world better. He takes a deep breath, calm but alert. He has come a long way from typing "best cheap headphones" on his laptop. Now he knows the meaning behind the stars, the words, the reviews, and even the little marketing messages. He is almost ready. His English has grown. His confidence has grown. And soon he will make his choice, but he knows it must be careful and thoughtful, not hurried. Daniel leans back on his pillow and thinks. The small message about someone buying the headphones 10 minutes ago has planted a tiny seed in his mind. Not a heavy seed, just a gentle one, like a soft voice asking, "Are you making the right choice?" This doubt is something many people feel when they shop online. We want the best deal. We want to read the right reviews. We want to choose wisely. But sometimes there are too many choices, too many opinions, too many words. Our minds get tired. Daniel feels exactly that. He closes the page for a moment and takes a deep, slow breath. He whispers to himself, "Okay, Daniel, relax. You don't need to rush." And he is right. Good decisions come from calm thinking, not panic. He opens the page again. The headphones are still there, still shiny, still beautiful, still calling to him. A small message reminds him again, only 3 left in stock. Another message says, order before 8 p.m. to get it tomorrow. Daniel feels something new now, a soft pressure of time. This small sense of urgency is something online shops use to encourage people to act quickly. But for Daniel, it is also a chance to learn English. He notices phrases like before, left, get it by, arrives tomorrow. These phrases show time and urgency. He repeats them quietly to himself. Slowly, he begins to understand how English works in real situations. Daniel scrolls down to the reviews again. He wants to be completely sure before making a choice. One review says, amazing product. Another says, not worth the price. One person writes, the sound is great. Another writes, the sound is terrible. The contradictions make Daniel hesitate again. He whispers to himself, why is this so hard? It's just headphones. But you and I know the truth. It is not really about the headphones. It is about understanding. It is about confidence. It is about feeling comfortable with English and making decisions. Each review, each word, each phrase helps him practice thinking in English while learning about the real world. Daniel decides to do something different, something he has never done before. He opens a new tab and types, are these headphones good? He wants more information, more opinions, more understanding. This is a new step. He is not just reading reviews anymore. He is actively searching for knowledge. He is learning English by connecting words, sentences, and ideas. This small action feels empowering. Daniel feels calmer, more confident, and more in control. He is learning how to handle doubt, read between the lines, understand meanings behind words. He also realizes that these small steps, reading, questioning, thinking, are exactly how learning English works. You practice a little, understand a little more, and slowly everything begins to make sense. Even the simple words on the page stock, order, before, tomorrow, sound, quality, delivery start to feel natural. Daniel notices the emotions behind the reviews, too. Happiness, disappointment, excitement, frustration. Learning English this way is not boring or stressful. It is connected to life, feelings, and choices. Now, Daniel is ready to take the next step. He has learned patience, observation, careful thinking. He has practiced reading real English, understanding real people, and making small but important decisions. Soon, he will finally make his choice, but he knows it must be thoughtful, confident, and calm. Daniel scrolls further and suddenly finds a long article. The article is written in simple English. It talks about the headphone sound quality, comfort, design, and price. Daniel reads each line slowly, repeating some phrases out loud. Sound quality is clear and balanced. Comfortable for long use. Not ideal for sports. Good for studying and working. Daniel nods. This feels better. These sentences give real information, not just short opinions. He continues reading. These headphones are popular because they offer good value for money. Many users say they are reliable, but some say the cable is a little weak. Overall, they're a good choice for everyday use. A soft wave of understanding flows over Daniel. Not perfect understanding, but enough. Enough to feel calm and comfortable. He returns to the shopping page and looks again at the headphones. But suddenly, a new thought appears in his mind. A new seed of doubt. What if the color looks different in real life? What if the size is not right? What if the package comes late? What if I don't like them? This is where online shopping feels real. Everyone who shops online has these tiny questions. They can make us stop and hesitate for a long time. Daniel pauses, thinking about each question carefully. Then he remembers the phrase he learned earlier, 30-day return policy. He whispers it softly. Yes, I can return them if I don't like them. The doubt becomes smaller, softer, almost invisible. He smiles quietly. He scrolls down to the product description again, reading slowly. Built-in microphone. Noise reduction. Soft ear cushions. Lightweight. Easy to carry. He imagines himself using the headphones for music, watching videos, or practicing English. He looks at his old headphones beside him, the ones that only play sound in one ear now. They look tired and worn out. Daniel laughs softly. Okay, maybe it's really time for a new pair. But still, he doesn't click add to cart yet. Not just yet. Something inside him is waiting. A small voice reminds him to be calm, think clearly, and make a careful choice. He has learned a lot already. How to read reviews. How to understand descriptions. How to notice details. How to learn English at the same time. He thinks about the long article, the honest reviews, the short phrases, and the useful English words he has repeated over and over. Value for money. As described. Durable. Satisfied. Return. Delivery. Stock. He feels confident. He has the knowledge he needs. And now the story becomes more exciting. Daniel is ready to make a decision. The small doubts are still there, but they are quiet. They no longer block him. He feels calm, prepared, and in control. The old headphones sit quietly beside him, and the new headphones on the screen shine brightly, waiting. Daniel smiles. He knows that soon he will make his choice. He is not just shopping. He is practicing English, making decisions, and learning patience, confidence, and careful thinking. This moment is important. It is the moment where learning meets action, where words and phrases become real, and where Daniel finally takes the last step. But before that happens, he takes one last deep breath, enjoying the calm and the knowledge he has gained along the way. Daniel hesitates for a moment. Something inside him says, check one more thing. So he scrolls down to the seller information. The text reads, seller rating 4.8 out of 5. 95% positive feedback. Ships within 24 hours. He learns a new phrase, positive feedback. It means that most people are happy with the seller. This is important when buying online. A good seller means less worry about problems. He reads more details. Customer service responds quickly. Fast returns. Secure packaging. Daniel smiles. His confidence grows again, stronger than before. He feels calm and ready, almost. But then something unusual happens. A new advertisement appears at the bottom of the page. Another pair of headphones, a little cheaper, a little different. And just like that, doubt returns, bigger this time. He clicks on the new headphones. He reads the reviews. Some are good, some are bad. The usual mix. He compares the pictures, the prices, the comments. Now he is stuck between two choices. This is a modern problem. Too many options. Which one is better? Which one is right for him? Should he spend a little more? Should he save money? He feels confusion rising. But then something else begins. A soft, warm realization. A tiny voice inside him whispers, maybe the product doesn't matter as much as you think. Maybe it's the decision that matters. He looks again at the first pair. He looks at the second pair. Then something inside him whispers very gently, trust yourself. Daniel returns to the first pair of headphones. He scrolls one more time. He reads one more long review. He checks the seller's information one last time. He breathes in slowly and breathes out slowly. Calm, confident, ready. And then he clicks add to cart. The sound is soft, a tiny click. But inside Daniel's mind, it feels like a small victory. Not because he bought something, but because he made a decision in English. He understood the phrases, the reviews, the descriptions, and even the warnings. This small click is more than a purchase. This moment is proof. Proof of learning, proof of patience, proof of understanding. Daniel has navigated a world of choices, read real English, practiced phrases, and made a careful decision. He has learned how to read reviews, understand sellers, notice small details, think critically, all while practicing real English naturally. Daniel sits back and smiles. The new headphones will arrive soon. He feels satisfied, calm, and proud. Not proud of the headphones themselves, but proud of what he has done. He has learned to shop online with confidence, read English naturally, trust his own understanding. The old headphones sit quietly beside him. They serve their purpose. But now Daniel has grown. He has grown in English, patience, and confidence. And all it took was a small click, a little curiosity, and a willingness to pay attention to words and their meaning. Finally, Daniel closes his laptop. He doesn't need to rush. He knows the headphones will arrive. He knows he made a good decision. And most importantly, he knows that learning English can be part of everyday life. In every small choice, every review, every click, English is there. Daniel looks at the card icon. A small number 1 appears. He smiles. He did it. He trusted himself. He made a choice. But his journey is not finished. Oh no. Online shopping is not just about clicking add to cart. The real adventure begins after the click. Emails, tracking numbers, delivery updates, delays, excitement, sometimes surprises. Daniel takes a deep breath and whispers, "Okay, now what happens next?" This is the moment where the story continues, from adding an item to the cart to seeing the message. Your order is on its way. He slowly closes his laptop, like someone closing a book after finishing an important chapter. The room is quiet. The soft light from his small lamp makes everything feel warm. Inside, he feels something soft and exciting, that feeling you get after buying something online. A mix of happiness, curiosity, a little nervousness. Daniel lies down on his bed and whispers to himself, "I did it." Not loudly, just a small, calm whisper. He knows the journey has only just begun. Buying online is not the end. The moment after clicking add to cart is like taking the first step on a road. And now Daniel is walking on that road, a road full of English messages, emails, updates, small emotions. And you are walking with him. A few minutes later, his phone makes a soft ding. He picks it up. There it is, an email. The subject line says, "Your order confirmation." Daniel smiles. This is a sentence he has seen before, but now he reads it slowly and carefully. Order confirmation means the company has received his order. He reads the email. "Thank you for your purchase, Daniel. Your order has been processed. Estimated delivery January 15th. He repeats the phrases softly, letting them flow in his mind. "Thank you for your purchase. Order has been processed. Estimated delivery." Each phrase feels like a small piece of English he can hold in his hands. He scrolls down the email and notices other details. You can track your order anytime. Shipping method, standard. If you have questions, contact our customer service. He reads slowly. Words like track, shipping, standard, contact, customer service are no longer strange. They feel real and useful. Daniel notices how English shows up in real life in small, meaningful ways. This is learning without studying. He is reading real messages, understanding real phrases, and connecting words to actions. Every notification, every email, every sentence is a tiny lesson. He feels calm. He feels proud. Not because he bought headphones, but because he understands the process. He can read emails, understand messages, make decisions in English. And he knows the journey is just beginning. Daniel leans back on his pillow. He smiles at the lamplight. The room is quiet. He thinks about the old headphones beside him, worn out, tired, but loyal. Now he is ready. Ready to wait. Ready to practice patience. Ready to enjoy the next steps. He whispers one last time for the moment. I did it. Now I wait. The order is confirmed. The journey continues. English is everywhere, in every email, every button, every phrase. And Daniel is walking confidently, step by step, learning naturally, one click at a time. Another line appears in the email. You can track your order using the link below. Track your order. Daniel knows the word track from videos about animals, like tracking footprints. But now it means something different. Here it means following the journey of his package step by step. He clicks the link. A new page opens. There is a long line with small circles. Each circle shows a stage of the delivery. Order confirmed, green. Preparing package, gray. Shipped, gray. Out for delivery, gray. Delivered, gray. Daniel feels something warm inside. This is fun. It is like watching a little story of its own. His headphones are on an adventure. He closes his phone and stretches. The night is quiet. He thinks about how English appears everywhere in this process. Not difficult English, not fast English, but simple English. Words and phrases that help him understand the world around him. He turns off the light and goes to sleep with a small hope in his heart. I hope the package arrives on time. The next morning, Daniel wakes up and checks his phone even before washing his face. Another email has arrived. It says, "Your order is preparing to ship." He repeats the phrase gently. Preparing to ship. Preparing means getting ready. Ship means send. Simple. Clear. Daniel smiles. Okay, it's happening, he thinks. He makes breakfast and sits at the table, but his mind keeps drifting back to his headphones. He imagines the workers packing boxes carefully, printing labels, and scanning items. He imagines his headphones sitting somewhere in a warehouse, waiting to begin their journey to him. Around noon, Daniel's phone dings. Another message has arrived. He opens it quickly. Your package has been shipped. The gray circle on the tracking page has turned green. Daniel whispers softly, "This is exciting." He scrolls down the email. There is a long tracking number, a mix of letters and numbers. He doesn't understand it completely, but he knows it is important. It shows where his package is right now. Below the tracking number, another line appears. Expected to arrive tomorrow by 8 p.m. Daniel reads it slowly, practicing English as he speaks. Expected to arrive tomorrow by 8 p.m. He repeats the words quietly in his mind. Expected means planned. Arrive means come. Simple words. Clear meaning. He watches the little circles on the tracking page. Each circle lights up as the package moves closer. Order confirmed. Preparing package. Shipped. Each step feels like a small adventure. Daniel feels patient, excited, and connected to the process. For the first time, he notices how English appears in real life in small, meaningful moments. Every phrase, every sentence, every notification is a chance to practice and learn. He smiles quietly, enjoying the calm excitement of waiting. Daniel imagines the delivery driver carefully placing his headphones in a box, driving through the streets, scanning packages, and bringing them closer to him. Each step reminds him of the words he has learned: ship, delivery, tracking, expected arrival. He finishes breakfast, but keeps checking his phone gently. Waiting for a package is not just about receiving it. It is about noticing the words, the messages, and the process. Every step is practice and learning. That night, Daniel sits quietly, imagining the headphones traveling closer. He repeats the new phrases softly in his mind. Preparing to ship. Shipped. Expected to arrive. Delivery. Each one feels familiar now, like old friends. In that quiet moment, Daniel feels proud. He is learning English, practicing patience, and understanding real messages, all while following his package's journey. The adventure is simple but meaningful. The story is real. And tomorrow, the next chapter will begin, when the headphones arrive. Daniel reads the message slowly again. Expected to arrive tomorrow by 8 p.m. He feels proud, not because he bought headphones, but because he can read the messages on his own. No translation. No help. Just simple English he understands. The day goes on. Daniel goes to work. He tries to focus on tasks. He tries to think about other things. But every few hours, he checks the tracking page. The first update appears. Package has left the warehouse. Hours later, the next message comes. In transit. Daniel learns a new phrase, in transit. It means the package is traveling. He imagines the box inside a truck, moving through the city, the roads, the drivers, the workers scanning items. Every thought gives him a small spark of excitement. But soon, something familiar happens. Something every online shopper knows. The waiting feels long. At first, he checks the page once an hour, then every 30 minutes, then every 10 minutes. He refreshes the page again and again. The message does not change. Still in transit. A new feeling grows inside him, impatience. Why is it taking so long? What if something goes wrong? What if the package gets lost? These thoughts are normal, human, part of the online shopping experience. In the afternoon, Daniel checks again. Still in transit. In the evening, the same. At night, the same. He lies on his bed and laughs softly at himself. I'm acting like a child waiting for a toy. He closes his eyes. Relax. It will come. He reminds himself. Slowly, he falls asleep, letting go of worry. The next morning, Daniel wakes up and checks his phone immediately. Finally, the message changes. Out for delivery. Daniel sits up straight. Out for delivery means the package is on the delivery truck. It is coming to his house today. He reads the phrase again and again, enjoying each word. Excitement rises. He gets dressed quickly, eats breakfast fast, and sits by the window. He imagines the delivery truck driving through the streets, the driver holding his package, the headphones traveling closer and closer. He thinks about all the words he has learned along the way: track, in transit, shipped, expected delivery, out for delivery. Each one feels familiar. Each one tells part of the story of his package. Daniel smiles quietly. The waiting is almost over. He has learned patience, practiced English, and connected words to real life. Every update is not just a message, it is a small lesson, a small victory. He sits calmly by the window, listening to the morning sounds. The streets are busy, but he feels ready. The headphones are almost here, and he is ready to welcome them, understanding every word of every message, every step of the journey. Daniel listens carefully for any sound: a truck, footsteps, a knock at the door. He waits. Hours pass. Morning becomes noon. Noon becomes afternoon. Still no package. A small feeling of nervousness grows inside him. What if the delivery person can't find my address? What if the package goes to the wrong house? What if I miss the delivery? He stays near the window. He stays close to the door. He refreshes the tracking page again and again, hoping for a change. Then, around 3 p.m., the message finally changes. Delivery attempted. No one home. Daniel freezes. What? No one home? He whispers. I was home. I was waiting. A cold drop of confusion runs through him. He scrolls down the page. Another line explains. Your package will be delivered again tomorrow. Daniel sighs. A long, deep sigh. He feels disappointed, a little frustrated, a little sad. But then he notices another sentence. If you want, you can contact customer service. Customer service. Another English phrase. Another opportunity to learn. Daniel thinks for a moment. Should he call? Should he write a message? His English is good, but speaking on the phone makes him nervous. He takes a slow breath. I can do this, he whispers. He opens the customer service chat. A small box appears. How can we help you today? Daniel begins typing carefully. Hello, I received a message that says delivery was attempted, but I was home all day. He reads his message again. It feels clear, polite, correct. He presses send. A minute later, a reply appears. Hello, Daniel. We're sorry for the inconvenience. Daniel reads the message carefully. We will contact the delivery driver and make sure your package arrives tomorrow before 12 p.m. A wave of relief washes over him. He smiles softly. Not just because the problem is solved, but because he sent the message himself. He used English clearly, politely, and successfully. He closes the chat, leans back in his chair, and whispers, Okay, one more day. I can wait. Looking out the window, the streets are quiet. Cars move slowly. People walk by. Daniel feels calm. He realizes something important. Patience is part of the journey. Waiting, checking updates, understanding messages, and using English along the way, all are steps in the adventure of online shopping. He sits for a moment, breathing slowly. He remembers all the words he has learned. Track, in transit, shipped, expected delivery, out for delivery, delivery attempted, customer service, inconvenience. Each one is now part of his story. Each is a small victory. Daniel leans back and smiles quietly. The package has not arrived yet, but he is ready. Tomorrow, it will finally reach him. He relaxes, proud of himself for handling the situation calmly. He practiced English in a real-life moment. He solved a small problem and learned new words naturally. He whispers once more. I can wait. I did my best. Tomorrow it will come. The afternoon sun shines softly through the window. Daniel closes his eyes for a moment, feeling calm, confident, and ready for the next chapter. Waiting is no longer just waiting. It is learning, practicing English, reading messages, and trusting the process. Morning comes gently. Soft light touches the edges of his room. Daniel opens his eyes slowly. The first thing on his mind, the package. He reaches for his phone before getting out of bed. A new notification appears. The tracking page shows. Out for delivery. Arriving before 12 p.m. Daniel smiles warmly. These words feel real, solid, and clear. He whispers softly. Out for delivery. Arriving before 12. He repeats them like lines from a calm English lesson. He sits up, stretches, and says, Today is the day. He gets ready quickly, washes his face, brushes his teeth, eats a light breakfast. But his mind keeps returning to the same thought. It's coming. It's finally coming. He stays close to the window, listening carefully. Outside, the world is alive, dogs barking, people talking, cars moving. But Daniel listens for something special, the low rumble of a delivery truck. Every few minutes, he checks the tracking page. The message stays the same, out for delivery. Hours pass slowly. 8:30 a.m. to 9:15 a.m., 10:20 a.m. to 10:55 a.m., 11:10 a.m. Still nothing. Then finally, he hears it. A soft engine sound. A sliding door. Footsteps. Someone walking down the street. Daniel stands up quickly and moves to the window. He sees a white delivery truck with a blue logo. The delivery person carries a small rectangular box. The person checks an address, walks 2 houses down. Not Daniel's house. Daniel holds his breath. His heart beats a little faster. Is it today? He wonders. He watches carefully. Step by step, the delivery person checks the paper and finally arrives at Daniel's door. The bell rings. Daniel opens the door quickly. The box is small, light, and perfectly shaped. He takes it carefully. "Thank you," he says quietly. A small rush of excitement washes over him. He places the package on the table. The box looks new, neat, and exactly as he expected. Daniel pauses, breathing slowly, feeling calm and happy. The journey of learning, waiting, and practicing English has reached this small but important moment. The package is here. He smiles to himself. Not because he bought something, but because he understands every step, every message, every phrase. He can read. He can understand. He can trust himself. Daniel sits down and touches the box gently. "I did it," he whispers. The waiting, the checking, the learning, it all led to this moment. The adventure of online shopping is complete, but the learning will stay with him forever. "Package for Daniel," the delivery person says. "Yes, that's me," Daniel replies. He signs his name on the small screen. The delivery person nods and walks away. Now Daniel stands at the door holding the box. The box he has waited for. The box he checked online again and again. The box he imagined traveling through streets, trucks, and scanners. He closes the door softly and walks to his table. He places the box down carefully and just looks at it for a moment. He smiles, laughs quietly, and whispers, "Finally." But then something human happens. He feels a little scared. What if the headphones are not good? What if they look different? What if the reviews were wrong? What if I don't like them? What if something is broken? All the doubts from shopping rush back. He sits down and places his hands on the box. The cardboard feels rough and cool. He breathes slowly to calm himself. "Okay, Daniel, let's do this," he whispers. He opens the box carefully. First, he peels the tape. Then he lifts the small flaps. Inside, the packaging looks neat. He lifts the plastic cover and sees something unexpected. Instead of the black headphones he ordered, there is a small, bright orange portable speaker. Daniel freezes. His eyes widen. His mouth opens just a little. "What is this?" he whispers. He picks up the speaker softly. It is small, smooth, and light. He looks at it from every angle. "It's not what I ordered," he murmurs. A mix of emotions floods him: surprise, confusion, frustration, a little disappointment. Then he remembers something important he learned while shopping online: calm thinking, reading carefully, understanding English. He takes a slow breath. "Okay, Daniel. First, check carefully. Second, read. Third, act." He looks for any papers inside the box, receipt, instructions, or a note. There is a small sheet. He reads slowly. "We are sorry for the mistake. You ordered headphones. A speaker was sent by error. Please contact customer service to exchange." Daniel nods. This is simple English. Clear instructions. No panic. He whispers each phrase softly. "Sorry for the mistake. Contact customer service. Exchange." He smiles a little. He can handle this. He can read English. He can understand instructions. Now the real adventure begins: contacting customer service, explaining the problem, and getting the correct item. He sits back, holding the orange speaker. This unexpected package is not a disaster. It is another step in his journey, another chance to practice English, another opportunity to trust himself, stay calm, and solve a problem. "Okay," he whispers. "Let's fix this. Let's get the headphones." He opens his laptop and goes to his order page. He clicks Help with Order. A new page opens. The first question appears. What problem are you experiencing? He reads the options carefully. Item missing. Wrong item received. Item damaged. Other problem. Daniel clicks wrong item received. Another box opens. Please describe the issue. He types slowly, carefully. I ordered black headphones, but I received an orange speaker. He reads the message again. Clear, simple, correct. He feels a little more confident and presses send. A small chat box opens. Thank you, Daniel. We are reviewing your issue. Seconds later, a new message appears. We are very sorry for the mistake. We can offer two options. We send you the correct item immediately, or we refund your money. Daniel thinks for a moment. He looks at the small orange speaker. It is kind of cool, but it is not what he needs. He types carefully. I want the correct item. A new message appears almost immediately. Understood. We will send your headphones today. No need to return the speaker. Please keep it as a gift. Daniel's eyes widen. A gift. They are letting him keep the speaker. He can't believe it. He smiles. A big, real smile. So, I get both, he whispers softly. He writes back. Thank you very much. The support agent replies. You're welcome, Daniel. Expect delivery in 2 days. Daniel sits back, feeling warm, soft happiness. The orange speaker sits on his desk like a little surprise. The black headphones are on their way. He realizes the problem was not a disaster. It was a chance to learn new English, to practice polite writing, and to solve a real-world problem calmly. He thinks about all the phrases he learned today. Wrong item received. Describe the issue. Reviewing your problem. Refund. Send immediately. Expected delivery. Keep it as a gift. Each phrase makes sense because he used it, saw it in action, and understood its meaning. Daniel feels proud, not just because he will get his headphones, but because he handled this situation in English. He trusted himself, read carefully, stayed calm, and communicated politely. He leans back, looking at both the orange speaker and his laptop. This is fun, he whispers. Not just shopping, but learning too. He laughs softly, feeling calm, happy, and ready for the next small adventure. His feelings change quickly. Frustration, relief, unexpected happiness. He presses the power button on the small orange speaker. A tiny beep sounds. Beep beep. It works. He laughs quietly. This isn't what I ordered, he says softly, smiling. But maybe it's a little gift from the universe. He leans back in his chair and thinks about the past few days, searching for headphones, reading reviews, scrolling, checking ratings, doubts, tracking messages, waiting, fear of making a wrong choice, the mistake with the wrong item. And finally, the surprise of receiving something extra. And Daniel realizes every step was a chance to learn English, practice patience, and trust himself. It all feels like a journey. A journey not only in shopping, but also in English. A journey of trust, patience, and learning. Each step gave Daniel a small lesson. Each click, each review, each message taught him more about reading English naturally, understanding phrases, and making decisions calmly. Now he waits again, but differently this time. He waits calmly because he knows the correct headphones are on their way. And he already has something extra, a bright, cheerful little orange speaker. He turns it on. Soft music flows. Gentle notes fill the quiet room, warm, clear, and surprisingly bright. Daniel sits on his bed, tapping his fingers gently on the blanket, listening. He closes his eyes and lets the sounds surround him, almost like a gentle friend sitting beside him. The room feels peaceful. The music feels soft, comforting, alive. After a while, he opens his eyes. His mind wanders. He thinks about everything that happened. This shopping experience is kind of funny, he whispers. He looks at the empty headphone box on the table, the small orange speaker in his hand, and the order page still open on his laptop. A mistake happened. He ordered headphones, but got a speaker instead. And yet, the mistake wasn't bad. It taught him important lessons. He learned new English phrases he had never seen before. He learned how to write a polite message to customer service. He learned how to explain a problem clearly and carefully. He learned that mistakes can happen and they do not have to end badly. Sometimes mistakes even bring a small gift. He remembers the reviews he read earlier. Some were helpful, some confusing, some short, some long. Some gave warnings, others praise. All of them taught him something. Reading them carefully helped him understand English better. He remembers phrases like, wrong item received, reviewing your issue, expected delivery, refund, keep as a gift, positive feedback. Each phrase now makes sense because he used it, saw it in action, and felt it in real situations. Daniel smiles softly. He feels proud, not just because he will get the headphones, but because he handled everything in English. He stayed calm, thought clearly, read carefully, communicated politely, and solved the problem. The small orange speaker is a bonus, a little surprise he did not expect. He puts it gently on the table and thinks about how a simple mistake became a real learning moment. Shopping is more than buying things. It's about understanding, learning, and trusting yourself, he whispers. He sits quietly for a few more moments, listening to the music. He closes his eyes again, feeling happy and calm. This small bright speaker fills the room with sound, but it also fills his mind with lessons, patience, and confidence. He knows the headphones will arrive soon, and when they do, it will feel like the perfect ending to this small adventure. Daniel smiles again. He laughs quietly. He feels calm, happy, and ready for the next step. The journey of learning English through real-life experiences, mistakes, surprises, and solutions has been a success. Now, with music softly playing from the little orange speaker, he waits with a sense of calm excitement for the headphones to arrive. This small moment feels bigger than it seems. It's not about the headphones, or the orange speaker, or even the shopping itself. It is about understanding, learning, and feeling capable in English in real life with real problems. Daniel scrolls slowly through the reviews again. He reads with care, noticing new phrases he had missed before. Customer service was helpful. Shipping was fast. Packaging was not strong. Be careful with the seller. Each phrase feels familiar now. Each one teaches him something. He stops at a thoughtful long review. I always read reviews carefully because they help me choose. Not every review is true. Some are angry, some are happy, some are fake. But when you read many reviews, you understand the big picture. You learn how to choose the right product. Daniel reads the last line again. You learn how to choose the right product. He whispers it softly, repeating the words, letting them sink in. He feels quiet pride. He has learned exactly that through searching, reading, waiting, and even through mistakes. He has learned how to make a choice confidently. Scrolling further, another review catches his eye. Online shopping is not perfect, but you learn something from every experience. Daniel smiles. Exactly. That's how I feel. He remembers the email from customer service. The polite, clear, helpful message. He remembers how nervous he was before typing his own message. What if my English is not good enough? What if they don't understand me? What if I make a mistake? But he did it anyway. They understood him. They helped him. That small moment, that tiny action, gives him confidence. It grows quietly inside, like a small plant in warm sunlight. I can handle things in English, even problems, he whispers. Daniel leans back in his chair, looking at the little orange speaker and the empty headphone box. Both tell a story of a mistake, learning, patience, and small victories. He smiles softly, quietly, knowing that even if life throws surprises, he can handle them. He can read, understand, ask for help, and solve problems. In that quiet moment, he feels a little stronger, a little braver, a little more ready for whatever comes next, in shopping and in life. He places the orange speaker gently on his table and opens his laptop. A new message appears on his order page: replacement headphones arriving in 2 days. His heart beats a little faster. He clicks the tracking link. A line appears. Shipping label created. Daniel reads it slowly. Shipping label. That means they printed the sticker for my package. He smiles quietly. Understanding these small phrases makes him feel proud. Each phrase is a tiny piece of a puzzle he is slowly completing. Daniel leans back in his chair. He thinks, maybe I should write a review too. Maybe my story can help someone. He opens the review box. A blank space waits for his words. He takes a deep breath and begins typing slowly. I ordered headphones, but I received a speaker by mistake. I contacted customer service and they replied quickly. They sent the correct item and let me keep the speaker as a gift. I am happy with their service. Thank you. He reads it again. The words feel simple, clear, and true. He smiles and presses Submit Review. The page refreshes. His review is now at the top. For the first time, Daniel feels like he belongs in the online shopping world. Not just as a buyer, but as a helper, someone who can guide others and share his story. He leans back and thinks about everything he has done today. He remembers the English he read, the words he learned, and the sentences he wrote. He whispers softly, I'm improving. He feels his confidence growing quietly but clearly. Daniel decides to continue exploring. He clicks on another product page, not to buy anything, but to practice reading English. He looks at the product details. Water-resistant, lightweight design, customer reviews, frequently asked questions, add to wish list. He reads each phrase slowly, letting them flow like small waves. Water-resistant, lightweight, wish list. Each word feels familiar now, friendly, like something he can understand and use in real life. He scrolls down the page. Reviews of all lengths appear. Short reviews say good value for money or not as described. Longer reviews talk about comfort, sound, delivery, and customer service. Daniel reads them all carefully. He notices how people write differently. Some are happy, some disappointed. Some describe problems, others praise the product. He realizes he is learning more than just English words. He is learning how people communicate feelings, opinions, and experiences. Daniel's mind drifts back to his own shopping experience, the speaker he received by mistake, the message he sent to customer service, the polite and clear replies, and the replacement headphones on the way. He smiles to himself. All these small events were also lessons in English, lessons in patience, understanding, and clear communication. He thinks about how his fear and doubt changed into confidence and calm. He whispers, I can handle things in English, even problems. That thought makes him sit a little taller. Finally, Daniel looks at the laptop screen and the speaker on his table. He feels calm, happy, and curious. The journey is not over yet. His headphones are coming soon, but he has already learned so much. He knows that online shopping is not only about buying things. It is also about understanding, practicing English, and gaining confidence. Each phrase, each message, each review, each step in the process has helped him grow. Daniel smiles. He feels proud of himself. Today, he didn't just order headphones. He explored, read, wrote, solved a problem, and learned English along the way. With a gift speaker on his table and new confidence in his mind, he feels ready for more. He leans back, closes his eyes for a moment, and whispers softly, I'm improving. I can do this. And just like that, Daniel knows that every little experience, even a mistake, can become a lesson.